What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventurer 1994 here, and today is Monday, December 11th, 2023, and I am a day late to make this video because I was returning home from DC last night on JetBlue back to JFK. So, it has been 6 years since we lost Angry Grandpa. He passed away back in December of 2017. It's been 6 years since Angry Grandpa is passing. He passed away on Sunday, December 10th, 2017. And it's been a really hard day for the Greens yesterday. It was a hard day for me, which I'm going to get to in the next video. So, I have been watching Angry Grandpa for 10 years now, like ever since March of 2013, like a few weeks before I left for Disney in March of 2013. I remember I ran into some destroying Xbox videos, and I actually watched Boogie's first, Boogie 2988 Xbox destruction from 2012, and then I watched Psycho Dad destroying an Xbox. And I saw Angry Grandpa destroying an Xbox. So believe it or not, I actually knew Psycho Dad one video before I watched Angry Grandpa's video. I actually knew Psycho Dad first, believe it or not, before I knew Angry Grandpa. Like, one video apart of what I watched. And on the same day. I actually knew Psycho Dad and Angry Grandpa on the same day. In 2013, I knew them both on the same day. I think it was March 11, 2013. I kind of remember the date in my head. It was like 5 months after Hurricane Sandy hit us. Yeah, I knew Boogie the same day as well. I used to get a good laugh at these game consoles getting destroyed. But it's been really hard without Angry Grandpa. I've mostly been a fan of Angry Grandpa while he's been dead, more longer than he's been alive. I mean, 2013 was 4 years before 2017, and 2017 to 2023, that's 6 years now. It's crazy how I've been a fan of him longer while he's dead than alive. That's really sad. That's really sad there. I remember I used to look forward to every video of his. I used to follow his situations, all that stuff. I used to watch almost everything of Angry Grandpa when I first started in 2013 and 2014. I remember when he moved into a new trailer after leaving Trailwood. I remember that. I remember when he got a new house. I remember when he reunited with Kim in Philadelphia. I remember all of it. I remember when he made Michael go on a treasure hunt in 2014 to look for his PS4 all over Charleston. I remembered all of it. I almost watched everything of his videos. And I remember when McJuggernuggets came over to Angry Grandpa's in 2016. And man, that didn't go so well the first time. Because Jesse was trying to expose Angry Grandpa to see if he was fake or not. But his videos are real. I always knew they were real. I mean, the struggle that Michael and Bridget go through is real. And I just couldn't believe Jesse at the time would try to expose them to see if they're fake or not, when he should know that they were real the first time. When Mike was trying to tell him his life, Jesse was still assuming he was in character. Not believing him. I knew way longer than Jesse that Angry Grandpa was real, due to the type of struggles they put up with. And they had to throw Charlie out of their family picture. It's really sad. And it's really upsetting that sometime later, Angry Grandpa got really sick after they disowned Charlie. He was in the hospital for a few weeks in July, and then he was brought back home, and then he went back to the hospital again in the fall. Like, he kept going back to the hospital because his cancer got him really, really sick. And on Halloween night, he was given a 50% chance of surviving the night. That he barely made it through the night, but thank goodness he was still alive after Halloween night was gone. Mike and his family were at the hospital like every single night when he was dying. He was hooked up to a ventilator in the hospital. He was unable to breathe. Pardon me, a plane's flying overhead. So as I was saying, when Angry Grandpa got put into the hospital, Mike and his family were in the hospital like every night. Like, they were there like all day. And we almost lost Angry Grandpa like on Halloween night when he was given a 50% chance of surviving. Mike was trying to be there for all that. And Kim had to miss Halloween with her daughters because she knew what was more important. That, according to Michael, she took the first flight to Charleston out of Syracuse. And the family was there keeping an eye on him. And I'm grateful for what they did with him. That they kept him company while he was in the hospital, fighting for every breath. Yeah, he was hooked up to a ventilator. It was like really heartbreaking. The family was at least thankful they got to spend their last Thanksgiving with him. But they had to hold it in a nursing home because he was still sick. And by the time it was December 3rd, he came home, and then his health like rapidly declined throughout the last week, and then he passed away on Sunday, December 10, 2017. It's been really hard for the Greens the last 6 years. The family's been really devastating. 2018 was a harder hit, but they're always gonna miss him. That's never gonna go away. Because losing a parent or a family member is not the easiest. I lost my grandfather. I lost my two grandfathers and my maternal grandmother back in 2014, 2018, and 2021. I lost both my grandfathers and my maternal grandmother in those last 7 years, and I am always gonna miss them. It's not like I'm reliving the whole thing when Angry Grandpa passed away, because I am always there. I feel like I'm always there. It's been really hard for my family dealing with these losses the family goes through. Losing a family member or a friend is not easy. Losing a parent is not easy. That's why Mike and his family always feel like they're there on that day. And those feelings never go away because you miss them so much. When I lost my grandfathers and my grandmother, I've always felt like I was there. Because losing a family member is not easy. But hey, you have to press on with your life still. Even though you still feel like you're there. You need to try to survive as much as possible. Despite what's going on. You still have to live your life even though you still feel like you're there. You still have to try to enjoy life as much as you could. But you'll always miss them and love them, no matter what. So yeah, the last 6 years haven't been easy for Mike and his family. And I make this video every year. And believe it or not, when Angry Grandpa passed away, I told you guys this before. I was actually in Walker Stalker Con, New Jersey when he passed away. I was at that convention center in Edison, New Jersey for Walker Stalker Con. And when I came home that night, back to Long Island, and when I was in bed like that evening, that's why I found out on YouTube that Angry Grandpa has passed away. Yeah, he took his last breath while I was in Jersey. I still remember that. It was actually the same convention center I went to back in July 2016, when I went to my first Walker Stalker convention. I only went to 2 Walker Stalker cons, and they mainly take place in December, except for 2016. That was held in July. The strange thing is that they were both held on Sunday the 10th. I know it's really risky making this video in this wind, but I feel like I have to do it because Angry Grandpa was a big part of everyone's life. So yeah, it's been 6 years since we lost Angry Grandpa, but I know Michael and his family still feel like they're there, but they're trying to take life one day at a time, and I lost my grandfathers and my grandmother, but I still need to enjoy my life while I can too. Even though I still feel like I'm there. I might miss them, but I will always love them. So I guess that's it. Bye.